I am an American citizen and worker. I work hard and long hours with my hands to earn a living. I believe in God and the freedom of religion, but I don't push it on others. I ride Harley-Davidson motorcycles. I believe in American products and buy them whenever I can. I believe the money I make belongs to me and not some liberal governmental functionary Democrat or Republican that wants to share it with others who don't work. I'm in touch with my feelings, and I like it that way. I think owning a gun doesn't make you a killer. It makes you a smart American. I think being a minority does not make you noble or victimized and does not entitle you to anything. Get over it. I believe that if you are selling me a Big Mac or any other item, you should do it in English. I believe there should be no other language option. I believe everyone has a right to pray to his or her God when and where they want to. I don't hate the rich. I don't pity the poor. I know wrestling is fake, and I don't waste my time watching or arguing about it. I never owned a slave, nor was I a slave. I haven't burned any witches or been persecuted by the Turks, and neither have you. I believe if you don't like the way things are here, go back to where you come from and change your own country. This is America. We like it the way it is, and more so the way it was. So stop trying to change it to look like Russia or China or some other socialist country. If you were born here and don't like it, you are free to move to any socialist country that will have you. I believe it's time to really clean house, starting with the Congress and all those who oppose the POTUS. I want to know which church it is exactly where the Reverend Jesse Jackson preaches and where he gets his money and why he's always part of the problem and not the solution. Can I get an amen on that one? I also think that the cops have the right to pull you over if you're breaking the law, regardless of what color you are. And no, I don't mind having my face shown on my driver's license. I think it's good. And I'm proud that God is written on my money. I think if you're too stupid to know how a ballot works, don't want you deciding who should be running the most powerful nation in the world for the next 4 years. I dislike those people standing in the intersection trying to sell me stuff, trying to guilt me into making donations to their cause. Get a job and do your part to support yourself and your family. I believe that it doesn't take a village to raise a child. It takes a man and a woman. I believe illegal is illegal, no matter what the lawyers think. I believe the American flag should be the only one allowed in America. And if this makes me a bad American, then yes, I'm a bad American. We want to return our country to the values it was founded on and prosper under over 200 years of my country. I hope this offends all illegal aliens. My great-great-great-grandfather watched and bled as his friends died in the Revolution and the War of 1812. My great-great-grandfather watched as his friends died in the Mexican-American War. My great-great-grandfather watched as his friends and brothers died in the Civil War. My great-grandfather watched as his friends died in the Spanish-American War. My grandfather watched as his friends died in World War I. My father watched as his friends died in World War II and the Korean War. I watched as my friends died in Vietnam, Panama, and Desert Storm. My son watched and bled as his friends died in Afghanistan and Iraq. None of them died for the Mexican flag. Everyone died for the American flag. Texas high school students raised a Mexican flag on a school flagpole. Other students took it down. Guess who was expelled? The students who took it down. California high school students were sent home on Cinco de Mayo because they wore t-shirts with the American flag printed on them. Enough is enough. This message needs to be viewed by every American, and every American needs to stand up for America. We bent over to appease the American haters long enough. I'm taking a stand. I'm standing up because of the hundreds of thousands who died fighting in wars for this country and for the American flag. If you agree, stand up with me, and shame on anyone who tries to make this a racist message. Americans, stop giving away your rights. Let me make this clear. This is my country. This statement does not mean I'm against immigration. You are welcome here. In my country, welcome to come legally. Get a sponsor. Learn the languages immigrants have in the past. Live by our rules. Get a job. Pay your taxes. No Social Security until you've earned it and paid for it. Now find a place to lay your head. If you don't want to forward this for fear of offending someone, then you're part of the problem. We've gone so far the other way, bent over backwards not to offend anyone. Only Americans seem to care when American citizens are being offended. Wake up, America. It's time to stop the madness.